If you are on social media right now, you have probably seen the videos. You have seen the headlines screaming that the untouchable has finally been touched. Sheikh Ahmad Gumi arrested. DSS raids Gumi's house. The internet is absolutely buzzing with the claim that the controversial Islamic cleric has finally been picked up by security operatives at his residence in Kaduna. But before you start celebrating or protesting, we need to calm down and look at the facts, because what is happening right now is a mix of high-stakes politics, dangerous rumors, and a very frustrated Nigerian public. Today, Tuesday, February 10, 2026, we are digging into the truth behind these arrest rumors. Is Sheikh Gumi actually in custody, or is this just another false alarm in a country desperate for justice? And more importantly, we are going to answer the question that has baffled millions of Nigerians for over 5 years. Why, despite all the reckless statements, despite dining with bandits, and despite openly defending terrorists, has this man never spent a single night in a prison cell? We need to address the breaking news first. As of this morning, reports are flying across WhatsApp and YouTube that the Department of State Services, DSS, has stormed Gumi's residence. These rumors reached a fever pitch after Gumi released a fiery statement just a few weeks ago demanding that President Bola Tinubu sever all diplomatic ties with the United States. He threatened that if the US government under President Trump did not retract their comments about a Christian genocide in Nigeria, there would be consequences. Now, many people saw this as treason. How can a private citizen give an ultimatum to the president? How can a cleric threaten the diplomatic relations of the giant of Africa? Naturally, the rumors of his arrest followed immediately. But here's the truth that the blogs might not tell you. As of this moment, Sheikh Ahmad Gumi is not in DSS custody. Yes, you heard me right. Despite the viral videos, despite the hashtags, the Sheikh is reportedly still at home in Kaduna. In fact, fact-checkers have traced some of these arrest videos to old footage from 2021 when he was simply invited for questioning. But this brings us to the real story. Why is it always a rumor? Why is it that every time this man crosses the line, a line that would land any other Nigerian in Kuje prison, he walks free? Let's look at the record. In 2021, he told us that bandits are not criminals, but aggrieved fighters. He advocated for them to be given amnesty, just like Niger Delta militants. He was even photographed holding meetings with heavy weapon-wielding terrorists in the forests of Zamfara and Niger State. Fast forward to late 2025 and early 2026, the insecurity in the country has not stopped. Just this week, we saw the horrific attacks in Kaiama, Kwara State, where over 100 people were massacred. While the nation mourns, Gumi is busy attacking the US for offering to help us fight these terrorists with airstrikes. He called the American intervention a violation of sovereignty. So why hasn't the government acted? Security analysts point to 3 main reasons, and they are terrifying. First is the mediator trap. The Nigerian government, both under Buhari and now Tinubu, seems to believe that Gumi is their only telephone line to the bandits. Because the bandits trust him more than they trust the government, the authorities are afraid that if they arrest him, that line will be cut. They fear that the bandits will go on a super killing spree to avenge their ambassador. It's a hostage situation, but the hostage is the Nigerian state. Second is the religious shield. Gumi is not just an individual. He is the son of a late revered scholar and sits on a very influential seat in the Izala sect. The government fears that arresting him could trigger religious riots across the north. Remember the reaction when he was invited by the DSS previously? His followers surrounded the office. The government is calculating, is arresting one man worth setting the whole north on fire? I have to pause here and ask you, the viewer, because this is the question of the day. Do you think the government is right to be afraid? Is keeping the peace worth allowing one man to speak so recklessly, or should the law be applied no matter the consequences? I really want to read your opinion in the comment section below. And please, if you want to keep getting the truth behind the headlines, do me a massive favor and click that like button right now. It helps us defeat the fake news algorithm. And if you are new here, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next update. Welcome back. There is a third reason, and it's the most controversial. Some experts believe Gumi knows too much. In his famous interview years ago, he said the military knows where they are. He hinted at bad eggs within the army collaborating with bandits. The theory is that Gumi is not arrested because he holds compromat, damaging information that could expose powerful people who are benefiting from the insecurity business. If they put him on the stand in court, what names will he mention? Just look at the contrast. Nnamdi Kanu is in prison for demanding a separate state. Sunday Igboho was hunted down for demanding a separate state. But Sheikh Gumi, who openly advocates for armed groups that kidnap school children, is given the VIP treatment. He doesn't get raided, he gets invited to tea. As we move deeper into 2026, the pressure is mounting on President Tinubu. The US government is watching, the international community is asking questions. If Gumi continues to threaten diplomatic ties and undermine the fight against terror, the president might be forced to make a choice: protect the untouchable sheikh or prove that indeed nobody is above the law. For now, the arrest is a rumor, but in Nigeria, today's rumor is often tomorrow's headline. We are watching the gates of that Kaduna residence very closely.